Good morning, everybody. Good morning. May I have your attention, please? Good morning. We're going to go ahead and start the program. If I can have everybody find a seat, if you will, or stand if you prefer. My name is Greg Odell. I'm the president and CEO of Events DC. I have the honor, yes, thank you for the applause from 5 people. On behalf of Events DC, we are delighted to partner with the mayor of Monumental Sports to have everyone come here today and celebrate this important milestone, the topping out of the entertainment and sports arena for Washington, D.C. It's not only an important milestone because of the construction schedule and where we are, but also signifies what will be a great experience that will be unmatched for our residents and for visitors to enjoy when this building is completed. This building will be a state-of-the-art facility, one of its kind. We're actually in the very training facility where the Washington Wizards will train. Our favorite players like John Wall will be here to work on his game and perfect his skills. That's right, give it up. But it's also going to be the home of the Washington Mystics. It's also going to be the home of the Capital City Go-Go. In addition to that, we're going to have amazing experiences such as concerts, boxing matches, esports, you name it, all those wonderful programs that people will come enjoy right here in Ward 8 in Congress Heights neighborhood. So we're very excited about that. Please get up for that. So just 2 years ago, the mayor spoke about her vision for having this entertainment sports arena here. And so now we're actually realizing this vision and can actually see under construction and nearly complete in just a few months what this building is going to be. Scheduled to open in the fall of 2018, we're going to generate over $90 million in economic impact for the city. Hundreds of jobs will be created for people from Washington, D.C. and from Ward 7 and Ward 8 on this amazing project. That's right. In fact, to date, we've already had 1 out of every 4 working on this job is from Ward 7 and Ward 8. That's right. In addition, we've spent over $9 million with companies from Ward 7 and Ward 8. It's fantastic. And as the mayor has said, this isn't just about this community, it's about the city and also people coming from all over the region and from the country to this facility. So we're happy to also report that 62% of the contracts awarded to date are for local businesses right here on this project. So please give it up for that as well. So we will hear from the mayor, we'll hear from Ted Leonsis, from our board of directors chair, Max Brown, from the deputy mayor as well, and also from our favorite Mac who's leading this project. But I also want to say before they speak, I want to remind everybody of one thing. Today is about the real superstars, all these men and women who are sitting before us who are actually getting this job done. They're the ones that actually got us to this milestone, so please give them a big round of applause. We know that you worked countless hours, some long weekends, some nights, even through some challenging weather to make this happen. But we also know that this project's not done. We got a ways to go. So today we want to thank you and celebrate you for all that you've done, but also know that you're going to continue to push forward to get us to the finish line. So thank you so much for all that you've done to get us here today. So now it is my honor to introduce our board of directors chair, Mr. Max Brown. Max has led our board of directors who really helped realize and actualize this vision of this entertainment sports arena. But it goes beyond that. Our board, through Max's leadership, really has helped to push the envelope as to what we can do and imagine in our city. So I'm so pleased to be working under the board's leadership and particularly working with Max every day for what he does to support this city and to support me personally. So please give a big round of applause for Mr. Max Brown as he says some words today.
Since I'm a little shorter than Greg, or Hobbit level, thank you, Greg, for those kind remarks. I appreciate it. It is great to be here in Ward 8, so let's give everybody a great round. I just want to briefly thank some folks who made this project happen. First, the community and the folks working on this project. The community's been trustful, engaging, a great partner, and you see the folks here working on this project. Let's give everybody a great round. I just want to also thank Mary Cuthbert, ANC Commissioner, who's been tremendously helpful. Mary, thank you for all that you do. Second, I want to thank our awesome Ward 8 council member, Tran White. Tran, thank you for all your advice and counsel. We appreciate it. Third, our Events DC staff. I'm not sure everyone realizes the amazing job that Greg Odell and his team have done here, working to build this, getting us to this milestone. Greg, thank you and your team for all that you do. I also want to thank our amazing partner on this, Deputy Mayor Brian Kenner and his team. Brian, you know, people around the country complain that the government doesn't work. I got to tell you, the government works here. We've partnered with the Deputy Mayor's office, his team, DGS, an amazing team, an amazing collaboration. Thank you. I also want to recognize Councilmember Kenyon McDuffie, who plays a leading role on the council. Councilmember, thank you for all that you do. You know, a lot of people talk a big game in Washington especially. There are a couple people who actually put up. One of those is Ted Leonsis. Ted from Monumental said, you know what, I want to do something important and meaningful in our city. And Ted stepped up and put his team and his money where his mouth is. And Ted, thank you very much for all that you do for the city. I want to thank our board of directors who provided oversight, leadership, counsel, advice, and making sure this project gets done on time and on budget. I also want to point out in particular Denise Rolock-Barnes from Ward 8 on our board, who has been really helpful. Denise, thank you. And finally, and most importantly, the mayor, whose vision made this happen. Mayor Bowser, you know, the mayor said, let's do an arena in Ward 8, create jobs, economic development, keep the money in Ward 8. You know, I'm pleased that 65% of the money spent on this project are going to small, local businesses. First time ever, 65%, millions and millions of dollars. Jobs in Ward 7 and 8. The mayor said, let's make sure these jobs stay here in the ward, not going out to Maryland or Virginia. The mayor said, let's collaborate with the community, make sure the community is engaged, is part of this. That's why we put together a community investment fund to make sure the community is going to be part and parcel of this project. Finally, the mayor said, let's make this happen and get this done by September of 2018. Through everyone's help here, and importantly, the folks who worked on this project, putting up this great building, it's going to happen. And it wouldn't have happened without our mayor, and I'm honored to introduce her, Mayor Muriel Bowser.
Well, good morning, Congress Heights, and good morning, Ward 8, and good morning, wonderful Washingtonians who are here to help us celebrate an outstanding milestone in this project. Let me join Max Brown, the chairman of our Events DC board, all the members of our Events DC board. Please stand up, board members, and be acknowledged. All the Events DC staff, my staff at the Deputy Mayor's office, the Deputy Mayor for Greater Economic Opportunity, and all of you who've gotten this project here to this date, give yourselves a round of applause. Let me thank Councilmember Trayon White, who has been an integral part of this process since he joined the council. Give Councilmember White a big hand. Councilmember Kenyon McDuffie, who is our partner in economic development on the council's end. Give Kenyon a big round of applause. And I really just want to say a few things. I see also the chairman of our Chamber of Commerce, Vincent Orange. Thank you, Vincent, for being here and being focused on all the things that we are doing to create jobs and make sure small businesses in Washington, D.C. have a fair shot. I just want to say a few things. Deputy Mayor Kenner and I, in our very first year in office, we realized that the development here at St. Elizabeth's had to be kick-started. And we had to have an anchor tenant that would make everything else about the project possible. We also realized there had been a lot of promises made all around Ward 8 that we had to unstick and get started. And so today we're here to celebrate one of the biggest single investments in Ward 8, $60 million here at St. Elizabeth's to make those things happen. And sometimes when you talk about millions and millions of dollars, you forget the people who are impacted by those dollars. And today, who we see in front of us are the people who are going to bring this project alive. Let's hear it for all the architects, all the construction workers, everybody, all the engineers, all the safety specialists, everyone who has been working here safely for months to deliver this project for the residents of the District of Columbia. We know when we can make significant investments, when the district, when the government is the first in, the private sector will follow. So not only will we be able to enjoy quality entertainment events here, not only will this be the home of our Washington Mystics, it will be a fantastic practice facility for the Wizards, and we will be able to host concerts, boxing, and other community-serving events right here. Thousands of people will use the Metro to come to Congress Heights to discover every part of Washington, D.C. We also know that this campus will have housing opportunities. Ward 8 residents are already participating in housing clubs to be ready for the new housing that's delivered here. And Deputy Mayor Kenner and his team are focused on attracting even more jobs and opportunities to this location. So I am so grateful for your support, for the partnership between Greg Odell and Events DC and our team at the Deputy Mayor's Office, and I'm even more excited about what's to come. This year alone, we're going to open the ESA, the Entertainment and Sports Facility. We're going to support a project that opens a Busboys and Poets in Ward 8. And last year, we also announced that we're going to support a project that will attract the first standalone Starbucks in Ward 8. All of those are signals to the market. Washington, D.C. is first in. We're betting big time on Ward 8, and everybody else will follow. Congratulations, everybody.
If she says it, we got to make it happen. No doubt about it. Please give another round of applause for our mayor, Muriel Bowser. So next, come up to give us some words. He needs no introduction, but I'll introduce him anyway. He has been working tirelessly on behalf of Ward 8. And I say tirelessly, he really is truly a champion for everyone in Ward 8. The thing I love most about Trayon White is that he's always accessible, and he also has a good heart and is fair. So he's been really supportive of this project and of the mayor's vision as well, and working on this collaboration. So please give a big round of applause for Trayon White, our council member of Ward 8.
Well, good morning. First, let me start by this. I'm glad I wore my long johns this morning. It's a little chilly down here, but nonetheless, I want to thank our mayor, Muriel Bowser. Give her another round of applause today. I would like to thank Kenya McDuffie, Ed Fisher, Ted Leonsis, Greg Odell, Max Brown, Deputy Mayor Kenner, Deputy Mayor Snowden, who was here, Commissioner Cuthbert, and a host of guests who are here today. Welcome to Ward 8. It's a great day in Ward 8. And for far too long, we've been in this community and we have a lot of negative stereotypes. And today marks a new day for Ward 8. So when you think about our community, you think about new things happening. And I had those tough conversations. I see Crystal Stowe here from the Gilbane Smoot construction project, and we've had a tough conversation. How do we get people to work? And we know the numbers. I'm proud today that we spent over $30 million as the government giving back to small local businesses in our community. And that's big. See, my grandmother grew up here in Congress Heights. She used to work in the cafeteria of the elementary school that used to be right here across the street. And for far too long, we've been trying to figure out how can we get people involved in the economic prosperity of the ward. While we building big businesses and big buildings, we must never forget to build on people. And I'd like to give a special shout out to Monumental Sports because we put out the need to give out toys for the Christmas holiday. And they came in and donated big ways. So give a shout out to Taylor Leonsis and Mr. Bow for donating to the toys in our community, because while we think it's just toys, it's about giving back in the spirit of helping people who may be left out of the equation. So I'm excited about this project today here in Ward 8. We look forward to doing more projects in the ward that's going to spur economic development and get people involved. I always tell my small businesses, we don't want to see millions and billions of dollars get spent in our ward and we get left behind. So I know we got Murray Cutbirth that's going to be in the front line making sure we get what we need. And we got Vincent Owens here making sure we get what we need. And we're going to fight every day tirelessly to ensure that we are part of the solution. And I'm excited here today to join those who are on the stage and those in the audience that put the groundwork. And to the workers, raise your hand if you worked on this project. Raise your hand if you worked on this project. We appreciate you because 10, 15, 20 years from now, when we're coming to see the games. Also, I went to the Wizards game last night. It was a tough one. You know, I ain't going to say nothing negative, but come on, Bradley Bill. We need you, baby. Make that shot, man. But I look forward to the games for the Mystics and the Wizards practice facility and just residents able to open up their businesses here, the VIN here. And shout out to Events DC for being a great partner, always in the community, giving back and being a great vehicle to do economic development in our community. I want to thank those businesses who got the grants, those who got the opportunity to work on this project, and those who are getting opportunities to work on this project. We see men and women from Ward 7 and 8 in D.C. working on projects, getting to work again, and changing the paradigm where we are economically in this ward. Thank you, and God bless.
Thank you, Councilmember. Next coming to the stage is a man who has a Herculean task of actually implementing the mayor's vision. Brian Kenner is the Deputy Mayor for Planning and Economic Development, and not only responsible for the great partnership to make this arena project happen, but also responsible for the entire vision or development of the St. Elizabeth's campus. So he does many other things throughout the city, but also has been a great partner and supportive and does it with such grace that we really appreciate his partnership. So please give a big round of applause and welcome for Mr. Brian Kenner.
Hello, everybody is short compared to Greg Odell, just as an FYI. Again, I'm Brian Kenner. I'm the Deputy Mayor for Planning and Economic Development. I want to just take 1 second to just have a few thank yous. I know people are probably perhaps tired of hearing thank yous, but projects like this that are transformative do not happen easily. Somebody once told me a quote, nothing that's really worth something happening ever happens easy. These things are difficult. They take time, they take resources, they take people taking risks. And if it was not for the mayor saying that this is a priority that the city's going to focus on, it literally would not have happened. We would not be sitting here. So I want to give a special thank you to the mayor for challenging us around the vision for projects like this. Also, very much want to thank Monumental Sports. Again, they could have been anywhere in the city. But their decision was that they wanted to do something that was going to make a difference. They wanted to go to a place that they knew would probably have the most ceiling in terms of its impact. So thank you again, Ted and the Monumental team, very much. And then obviously, finally, around Events DC, Max Brown, Greg Odell, and all of the people that work for Events DC, they are the people that are going to make sure that this project happens on time and within budget. And they are also the people that are making sure that they have community support and input as it relates to this, that they have thought about all the particulars that are going to make this a project that's not only going to be impactful in the next few years, but impactful over the next 30 years. So to the board and to Events DC, thank you very much for all of your work. On my team, because you are sitting in the what will be the entertainment and sports arena, but we are located on the St. Elizabeth's East Campus. As you came in here today, you saw some of the construction work as it relates to the streets, wet and dry utilities, and other infrastructure work that we're doing on the campus right this second. In addition to that, we will be seeing some new residential developments, which will be breaking ground later on this year. Ultimately, effectively across the street from the entertainment and sports arena, you will have 200 plus apartment units and about 100 townhouses, so home ownership opportunities that will happen close to this entertainment and sports arena. This project, the St. Elizabeth's East Campus, again, was a priority from the mayor's perspective and something that she said, we need to get moving. It has been long-standing, and there's been, as she said, a lot of promises. We need to make sure that we have progress, demonstrated progress soon, to make sure that people, not just the immediate surrounding community of Congress Heights, not just east of the river, but that the entire Washington, D.C. can benefit from this opportunity that we have here. So to those ends, I very much want to thank our executive director for the St. Elizabeth's East Project, Ed Fisher, for all of his tireless work making sure that this project happens. He could not do his work without James Parks in our office as well, making sure that things happen. I see Susan Longstreet, our general counsel in the deputy mayor's office. Thank you, Susan, for all of your work on this project. I saw Saroshal Padwala, our director of real estate development, also, who has been transformational. I see Kate Ngata also in our office. Very much want to thank Jessica Carroll as well, one of our communications people, for helping make this day and this event a possibility. In addition, for some of the infrastructure work that you see, Vanessa Simmons from the Department of General Services and Greer Gillis to make sure that we are safe and we have streets with which to get here. Again, just want to point out some of the amenities that we have for this entertainment and sports arena. This entertainment and sports arena is about a 5-minute walk from the Congress Heights Metro. We think that we're going to be able to capitalize on the thousands of people that are going to be able to get to this entertainment and sports arena by public transportation. We know the development around metro stations in particular has been some of the most successful in Washington's history. So we are happy to be able to take advantage of the nearness to the metro as it relates to the St. Elizabeth's East Campus. Again, we have had a tremendous amount of community support as it relates to this project, and not just most recently, but really over the last 2.5 to 3 years since we made this announcement. I know people have given Mary Cuthbert a lot of condolences and appreciation. I also want to thank Ms. Cuthbert and all the other ANCs and community members in Ward 8 and East of the River that have been champions of this project. I know that our Deputy Mayor Courtney Snowden, Deputy Mayor for Greater Economic Opportunity, who constantly make sure that we are thinking about all of our communities all over Washington, D.C., but some of the ones that have been most severely underinvested over the last 20 to 30 years, making sure that we keep a priority on those. Thank you, Deputy Mayor Snowden, for all of your work around that. I'm going to conclude by saying that one of the things that the mayor said originally was that we need to focus on this project and get it going. And unfortunately for Greg and myself, what that means is we also have to finish the project successfully and quickly. And so I am very much looking forward to coming back here in September of this year, when this training facility, when the entertainment and sports arena will be open, when we will not only be able to celebrate all the events that happen, but we'll be able to really migrate from construction jobs to permanent jobs that will be located in the entertainment and sports arena. So thank you all very much, and I look forward to seeing everybody back in September.
Thank you, Brian. So our next speaker certainly needs no introduction. I will say it's rare for a city to have an owner who can lead multiple successful sports franchises, but then also have compassion, not just compassion for the fan base, but for the residents of the District of Columbia. Mr. Ted Leonsis, as many of you know, really has championed many causes, but I will tell you for this, he's really enthusiastically supported the mayor and her vision for what we wanted to accomplish here in Ward 8 in this community. He's been there every step of the way, so much so that he even supported and gave tickets to all of our workers and men and women to go to a game last night, just to show you how vested he is in supporting everybody. So please, if you would, give a big round of applause for Mr. Ted Leonsis to say some words.
Thank you very much. Little history is being made today. I want you to know that we're not behind. We're way ahead in Ward 8. Ward 8 in this community is the only community in the world that can say it houses 4 professional sports teams all in the same place. We have an NBA team, the Washington Wizards. This will be their practice facility. After watching the end of the game last night, hurry up, get this up. We need the help. We'll have our main offices for the Wizards, our president, our coach, our GM, everyone will be headquartered here. This will be where all the action is for an NBA team. Obviously, the Washington Mystics, WNBA franchise, this will be their home court. I'm also very, very proud to say we've made a big investment in commitment to meet our commitments to the mayor and Events DC by buying a G League team. And the Go-Go will play right here, and this will be very, very exciting. And we also will be housing here and doing a lot of work with our NBA 2K esports team. And sitting with the mayor and Max, they want another team here, and we'll work to bring a esports team here. And so we're moving from the back to the front in leadership, and it is all because of the people in this community and the great partnership that we have with Events DC and the local government and our mayor's office. So thank you very much, and to the people who are working on building this building, the ability to be able to deliver this on time and on budget is very, very rare. For us to be able to move in for next season will be, I thought, a miracle. I think for you guys, it's just another day at the office, and we're very, very appreciative of the great work that you're doing. Our gratitude will be shown to you by us making the playoffs and hopefully competing and winning a championship. So thank you very much.
All right, you heard it first, playoffs and then championship. Thank you, Ted. So I know everyone on this stage will agree with me. Today is great to thank everyone who's been involved, but it's also, again, a celebration about those who are working very hard to make it happen. So our next speaker really is a champion and leader for all of us. Mac Damey is a project executive for the Smoot-Gilbane team, but I will tell you, he's probably the most enthusiastic, honest person I've ever dealt with. I've never felt someone with so much positive energy. The sky could be falling, and Mac's going to tell you it's okay. That's just the kind of person he is. We've had lots of great people working. I also want to give a shout out or mention to our architects on the team. Marshall Moya and Rossetti have done a phenomenal job on an amazing design. Please give a round of applause for Michael Marshall's here. And also Dave Richards is here as well. If you please give him a round of applause as well. So Mac, I know you've been waiting patiently, buddy. Come up here and give us some words of inspiration. Let us all feel good about it.
Good morning. Can I ask Smoot-Gilbane staff who work every single day from 5:36 a.m. to 9 p.m. here on this job site to come right in front of this stage? Jamon Smith, please. Brian Del Fabro, Daniel Blaze, Nate Mager, Marissa Del Jore, Sean. Please, the rest of the team, please come over. Steve Bond, where are you, sir? Welcome to this amazing place. Ward 8, Congress High. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to be part of this amazing project. Dr. King said, if you cannot fly, run. If you cannot run, walk. If you cannot walk, crawl. But whatever you do, move forward. We have been moving forward since our first concrete pour, July 5th timeframe. Our team, our concrete subcontractors, our mechanical, electrical, plumbing subcontractors, the design team, along with Event DC, BND, ANC, everyone, the entire group, and I apologize if I forget name. I'm not good with names. I would like every single person who has physically worked here and has stepped into this job site with respect to all subcontractors and a Smoot-Gilbane home office team, please stand up if you are sitting. Please stand up. Every single construction worker, please stand up. Thank you for working. Stay standing, please. Thank you for working late at night. Thank you for working Saturday, Sunday. Construction workers, please stay standing. There is a reason behind this. Please understand what it takes to bring the project to this magnitude and prestige to the stage that it is today. It does not happen without sacrifice, and every one of you have sacrificed, and we cannot appreciate enough. But we are not relaxing. We have how many days left? 163 days, working days. We don't count calendar days. We have only 163 days, and within an hour or two that this event is over, we are going back and we are going to plan our work for the next few months, and we are going to work our plan. Our team cannot appreciate enough what this community has given us the opportunity to work on. And we hope we can, with our hard work and finishing the job on time and on budget and in a quality manner, get it done, because we all are one team and we work together. I would like every single person in this room, including everyone in my backside, please stand up. I would appreciate if everyone in the room, please stand up. Please stand up. Please look around you. None of us is as good as all of us. Since none of us is as good as all of us, we are all going to try our best to take a selfie. Okay? Marissa?
Stand on a chair.
One second.
We got a stick?
All right. We plan our work and we work our plan.
Got it?
That's the problem. Yes, ma'am.
Everybody ready?
Okay, on three, more dates. 1, 2, 3.
I think Mr. Odell's hand is taller.
Be careful, Colin. All right, that's it. Good idea.
All right, back. Thank you, Matt. Let me close. I'm going to bring up one person. First, I need to end this one. I need to end this one, right? Let me go. All right, we're going to wrap up shortly. We do have one other special guest, and we talked a lot about the Washington Wizards, and we made reference to the Washington Mystics. I think it's very significant, everyone, to realize that virtually nowhere else in the country will the WNBA team really have a facility like this. So we wanted to bring up the coach of the Washington Mystics, Mike Tebow. He is, by the way, the most winningest coach in WNBA history. You should know that, by the way. So please, if you would come up and give a few remarks, please give him a big round of applause for what he's done and what they will do in our new facility.
I will make this very brief because you've heard a lot of people speaking. First of all, Matt, I might have you give a halftime talk to one of my teams. He's got better quotes than me. So with us up here is Natasha Cloud and Taylor Hill, who are members of the Mystics. And they are excited about coming here. I just got one quick story. So 5 years ago, I sat down with Ted to discuss whether to come to D.C. as the coach and GM of the Mystics. And I don't think it's any secret that at that time the Mystics had hit rock bottom. I think back-to-back 5-win and 7-win seasons. And he said, can you fix this? And what can we do to make this great? And we had a lot of discussions. One was bring in new players like these, players we've gotten in the last couple of years like Christy Tolliver and Elena Daladon to go with them. But one of the things that I felt walking in here is we need a place of our own. We need a home court advantage. And we want to feel that the crowd is with us every night. And Capital One Center is Capital One Arena is a great place to play in, but it's 20,000 seats. And when you put 8,000 in, it doesn't feel like we have an advantage over our visiting teams. When we come here in a year, we will. And it's thanks to all the people you've heard about today who have done the work, all the construction workers, the city, the mayor. It's going to be a great event. I just have one other thing. All of you that are working on this building, see where that white tarp up there? That's about where my office is going to be. So do a really, really good job up there. I don't care about all these other, but do a great job up there, and I'd appreciate it. Thank you very much.
All right. So in closing, we just want to wrap up. We want to thank everybody for being here. We want to thank the amazing men and women who made this project work. I will say it was a great staff that helped put this event on today. We also had some War Day businesses. Shout out to Hard Light and for Cheers for what they did, providing wide light and the food respectively. And I want to just, out of personal privilege, thank my team at Events CC for the amazing work they do day in and day out, and also our great consultants like Brailsford and Dunleavy and ADC. A special thanks to Will Liebner. Where is he? Will, raise your hand. He's a project manager who's been working on this. Thank you, Will. But thank you so much for all you've done, Mayor. Thanks for leading the charge for us. God bless everybody. Have a wonderful evening. We'll do some photo ops and pictures right here as well. So please join us in front. And Chinetti, please come in and get everybody squared away.